navigator.
Angler's Grave. Good place to get some illicit soul energy, I wager.
Aye, and getting it should be fairly straightforward. The captain had a contact who was usually right.
Your contact isn't invisible by any chance?
Usually not. Something must have happened to him.
There's quite a gathering in front of the garrison. Maybe we can overhear something about his whereabouts.
There's also a local informant who stands disguised as an acolyte inside the walls. Talk to him and use the password kumquat. Say anything else, and he will be forced to raise the alarm.
Our choice, then. Let's hope we find him before the Inquisition does. About time!
A new hunt! Finally! Anybody seen my servants? I like the taste of it. Keep your head down, eh? Any coin? Kumquat.
You're the rescue party then? No, wait, don't talk anymore. There's no time. He's been made. They've got him in the interrogation chamber on top of the fortress. Good luck. Maybe he still has enough of his soul left.
I won't be able to hide after that. What did it last? Oh. Ah. Good snuff. Any coin? It's a deal.
Now we're getting somewhere.
That's him.
He looks...
He is. Carry him outside. There we will wait.
Of course.
Let's get you somewhere else.
I stand.
Well, well.
All right.
Is this another vision forced to...
Breathe the air and feel the ground. Do you truly believe?
Good. Here, a vial of distilled angler marrow, potent with... Now, please.
The soul energy is ours. Well done. Get out of there, before the Inquisition notices he's gone.
Needed them? Nothing I can't afford. Back to fishing!
Navigator, we must talk. Come by when you're ready.
I'll be there soon.
Something feels wrong.
Tell me how.
Someone's watching me, probing my minds in the captain's quarters.
I like it already.
Look, if you do this for me,
Now
there's
we're
a
getting
chance
somewhere.
you-
Yes, the present.
Ignitia, blast.
Navigator, wait.
How easy you unleash!
Oh, it's as I thought.
It's still Ignitia. I say with.
I have cut off her feeble attempts to probe my mind.
Yes, it seems I am confined.
Oh, what I wouldn't, but I will not stoop to your level. I will probe your mind.
You're welcome to try, abomination.
Don't worry. If the Marley ever gets tired.
I desire a pet. Any animals you prefer?
Straight to the
Pistol.
point.
Oh, and Sir Reginald, of course.
Good to see you. Gayen.
One moment.
Oh, that's heavy.
No, that's a wrench.
Yeah, I mean, I see it.
Now, hold this.
That's a cannon. No.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me take it back.
Oh,
Your soul isn't blessed with...
well, up until now.
Ah, I'm sure you should meet my family sometime.
That's...
We're sailing on a legendary...
Well, if you put it...
Good. It...
Do you need any...
I'd rather not. Let me do my job.
Aye.
Let's get a better view.
Sharpshooter. Oh,
Does it?
one of the skellies was
Someone is using them?
No, it's not.
The scene of the crime. Let's see what we can find. Through the flames. A table? No other mugs? Victim drank alone. I've seen it happen. The victim. Skeleton, normal build, all bones accounted for and intact. Hey, you! Doesn't react to sensory stimulation. Its soul remains. Change in position. Broken mug on the floor. Likely the victim's. The deck is damp with some of the contents. It didn't finish. The salty air and the soul in... That was not mere. Current evidence points... I'll have to convene. They're the ones... Oh. Once more onto the breach.
Pete! Pete! Look. Huh? It's the crow. No, I don't see anything.
Very entertaining.
Good. Tell her, Pete.
Oh, we've got poisoned rum. You're the ones responsible for the rum's purity, so I...
A trial? Please, no. Nothing is longer than a trial.
I'll let them are. It's done. Greetings, ship.
What have you found, Crow?
Can we cut through the act where you pretend...
Do you notice every
I do?
Please.
The victim drank...
It was a rash call by the captain.
Well, it was either them or our well-trusted...
Sometimes you're stuck between a lull and a treacherous stream. I presume you've talked.
They're concerned with the length...
Just what you
Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll have to. I'll get back to. Dicho y hecho.
Where to, navigator? It appears the fire thralls are disturbing the dead at Angler's grave.
Now why would they do that? A special prize, perhaps?
Aye, a black pearl lies buried there. I recently picked up on it, and so did they.
How do we get to it before they do?
We need someone to tell us the right grave. We could ask Yolanda, the graveyard keeper.
Taken in for questioning, was she?
Her soul carries the scent of a black pearl. Free her, and the location of the pearl could be ours. There is another, a certain Richard, who also bears the mark of the pearl's presence. It seems he's actually trying to tell the Inquisition where to find the pearl, but his words are falling on deaf ears. Listen in quietly, and their arrogance could be your bargain. Whichever one we choose, our path will lead to the graveyard. Now, choose our landing, navigator.
As you command.
Thank you, lost soul. Now I can guess why you're here. You're after the Black Pearl, eh? Have it then. Just get it out of my yard before the ink...
How long has it been?
Ah, let's take another view.
Work in the graves here must be quite something.
I imagine it's quite energizing. There are certainly enough souls around.
Always good to have company on the job, eh?
Your cannon is mightier than the sword.
A valid experiment.
That is indeed the Black Pearl. Now, bring it back on deck.
Pleasure. Finally, back to a civilized deck. There is always more.
The future calls.
Now,
The rum.
didn't you come?
But now the poison. Tell me, how's...
It is poison.
But awake?
If you can call it.
Then I'll have...
Good luck.
Judgment is at hand. How are you doing?
Boredom. Righteous.
Right.
Miraculous.
Not much of a miracle.
Whimsical.
Oh, that stuff was I've seen it happen.
Ah, the crook.
Fun. Unfortunately, I need a
The mug alert.
No, as I said, I need to find who... I wish I could...
There is.
Oh, no.
I'm only saying that.
Out of the question. I'd rather burn... I'll find a way. A good knock to the head may resolve his issues. No mercy given. Justice has been granted. Come to me. It's done. How do you feel?
Jugular.
A little... A slap on the wrist. And?
Antiquity.
Rayos. It seems they'll have... But I can't do it now. Once more onto the beach.
Consider it done. It's the lady at the ready.
Thanks for that.
So you're Sue Lady, eh? The soul butter.
Ah, yeah. You're talking to the right bush. And who are you?
A Fia Manicato.
Figuring it out as you...
Welcome back, ship doctor. The training deck is ready for you.
All right, I'll go and...
All right, easy fix.
I have just the thing. Cover seeds, my specialty. Cover seeds. Switch shrub coming through. Oh, I like that. Souls from the ground. This will stretch your legs. Yeah, let me at it. Ha! Works even better than expected. I'll just note down some ideas for the next formula. Oh, this is fascinating. This is your ultimate test? All right, let me at him.
Good work, ship doctor. The Skellies will have readied your sickbay by now. Return to deck. Full crew now. Everyone has been revived. All that is left now is to complete the mirror's test.
This plan's growing on me.
My soul.
Aye, Marley. How did things
I must inform you that both crew and plant have...
No surprises.
I always assumed a good doctor.
Not on this bloody ship. Without me. Gonna have to figure out a way to... First of all...
Good idea. There...
Nuh-uh. This...
Gladly. Though I'm just...
I told you. You can't... Wait. My terrain...
What do we have here? Through space and time.
What can I do you for?
So how did you become...
You could say I came on board. Didn't really get along with the big heads there. The Marley happened to be in port, so...
In my experience, one does not sneak.
I came prepared. Soul masking leaves, entrancing pollen.
Were you found in the end?
Nope. One night, I snuck up on deck, recognized it at once. Black brine, lethal sickness, even half the crew were already infected. I knew I could cure it, so I snuck into Mordecai's cabin, sat on his chest. I would cure his... He had a good laugh right there.
That's one.
Quick and sharp.
There's no distance. Always move forward.
Oh, such tragedy!
How is that a...
How would I marvel at my magnificent...
Please, just...
I suppose...
Winkers, if you're hearing this, I'm dead and gone. That makes you remember when you once told me... Yeah, never mind. Can't hear.
Yeah, Sebastian. Well, all right. Indeed, there is someone who I'll have to face.
And here I was trembling at the thought of what the...
Yeah, yes, I had a couple of great...
Great. We just...
yes, it was...
Tell me. And...
In prison.
Straight to the point.
Set a course, navigator. We are close to the Iron Bay. Now your servant, you left him in a prison.
Haven't we all done things that we aren't particularly proud of?
Do you at least remember in which cell he was?
Of course, of course. What kind of barbarian forgets where they left their most trusted acquaintance? He is right there.
That cell is rather empty.
Indeed. Naught but a minor setback. Yeah, I remember them keeping particularly tight records. As they are not of those who cast away traditions lightly, I presume they still have them there. Ah, yes, there they are, tightly perused by a diligent prognosticar. Wearing the form of one of their acolytes should allow me to read about Sebastian's whereabouts. So long as the prognosticar is not looking directly at me while I browse his files. Alas, it is a risk I must take. Now, Ithia, would you be so kind and choose our landing?
I wonder, Quartermaster, what made you come here in the first place?
Aha! I always wanted to experience the insides of a prison. A real one, you see, not these petty cellars by a family called Kirker. So, of course, I and Sebastian set out and tried to get ourselves in prison.
Your naivety is truly exceptional.
My dear Mark, you sound just like Sebastian.
Smoky hair, smoky mouth.
So how did you get yourself imprisoned?
It was surprisingly easy, actually. I just needed to display my abilities once, and we were in there faster than I could have hoped for. They do grant you a really swift trial once you're accused of using magic. Lucky us.
Lucky you, rather, since you're the one who is not in prison anymore.
Yes, it doesn't take much to soak up all the nuances of a prison cell. Thus, I broke out and told Sebastian to wait for me until I would find a way to freedom, which gloriously I'm doing now.
Let me remind you.
Stick, of course. We have to take caution and not kill every acolyte on this island. I do need to possess one of them so I can enter the prognosticar's office.
They hold the history of this establishment.
Here I was again in the prison of my past, heroically returning to save my old servant and companion.
Are you composing your memoirs again?
Certainly. A good word is never to be left astray.
But a companion is?
Touché.
There is a certain power in a proper ledger, so meticulous. There are no studies without something written down.
Something's not right. Can't you feel it? I'd rather concentrate on my task.
No one is allowed to peruse my writings.
Is it there?
I could spend hours going through such meticulous records.
Please don't.
From what I can gather, Sebastian is not listed as an inmate anymore. But it seems they throw the worldly belongings of released prisoners on a pile just outside the prison. Maybe we can pick up his trace there. Well, that's odd. Let me have a look.
Count von Pressfeld, is that you?
Sebastian, there you are! Wonderful! It must...
30 years, my lord.
Oh, my! So, let's gather up your blood. Calm now, Sebastian.
My lord, have you...
Dead? Oh, yes.
7 years.
Yet, you're still...
I promised I would stand...
Oh, that...
Yes. Now, would my lord lower himself to gather...
Ah, the burdens of nobility.
Yes, Is there any particular reason my lord was held up for such an extended time?
Oh, so many, Sebastian. Soon after we parted, I met a man called Mordecai.
Black Eye Mordecai? The pirate captain?
Exactly. And to nobody's surprise, he made me quartermaster of the Red Marley. Admittedly, I mostly use the ink and paper they provide to work on my memoirs.
So, my lord signed on a pirate ship and continued writing his memoirs for the last 30 years.
Yes! In fact, there's an enormous backlog of proofreading for you to get to.
Oh.
Don't stay behind, Kuma. We will go.
Marley, I'm back, and I brought Sebastian here with me. Good snout. Marley, I'm happy to inform...
Is that...
I think I'm calling it...
I don't believe I have...
Blinded by my overwhelm... Great. Good talk. Now, I just... Ah, yes, I have the perfect one stored in one of the cannons. Let me get it quickly. A new chapter in my memoirs. Oh, whoosh!
Pinkas!
There I stood, staring.
What are you talking?
An attack!
What does it...
See, for every new...
I see.
Yeah, unfortunate. Thank you.
I can hard...
For now, I'll have to carefully consider what to fill my pipe with. I have to get a new coat, anyway. Welcome on the Marley, Sebastian.
Gracious is...
Ah, and this is the Marley.
That's it.
Hello.
You're already getting along.
A mirror.
Ah, just so... Likely a poor choice. So, dear...
I presume the mirror.
What else could it want?
My lord, forgive my fault.
Huh? Oh, well, go on.
I have had a long time to reminisce.
Sebastian, all this...
Doesn't my lord agree that carrying...
you do have...
A burial...
Oh, please.
The maiden's child. It has nothing...
And...
Gran Alcaz...
Ah, to break into...
No.
So, there is one more.
To course, navigator.
Ah, such a formidable church. But there appears to be no confessor in sight.
Confessor? Why should we concern ourselves with such a lowly being?
They are trained to perform the maiden's judgment, to see that it is done properly.
I have spied one at the gardens.
It seems he has taken a stroll. Does my lord think that he could take a peek into that confessor's mind? To learn about the maiden's judgment?
Learn? From Pressford, never.
Quartermaster.
Oh, well, as usual, only the best for my servants. Aphia, would you kindly choose an appropriate landing again?
Ready for a challenge. It's going to be bumpy.
Sebastian, are you certain that you don't want me to say some words of my own when we send you off?
I would like it to be a bit more sacerdotal than your usual ramblings, my lord.
Ah, Sebastian, what you denote as ramblings is my renowned ability to rally crowds.
My lord surely is referring to the time he rallied his sister's wedding party.
Let's go, yes, Senator. Of course. The crowd was so enraptured after my speech.
Yes. Your sister was very glad you reminded everyone that her spouse was going to be her third attempt at marriage.
How far do you and Pinkas go back, Sebastian?
I've seen to Pinkas since he was born.
Sebastian was the only servant who remained loyal after the fond Asphalt estate fell to bankruptcy. Now he is working for the honor of serving our house.
My lord, I have followed you under the impression that you would at least attempt to repay me for my services.
Ah, Sebastian, but I did. It's just that there were so many other necessary expenses to be covered.
Like the cakes coated in gold foil?
Especially those. The burdens of nobility. many things to say and do. It seems that usually for this procedure they use the Beacon of Judgment. This confessor has a lousy memory. He doesn't remember any of the things he is supposed to say. He just reads them off one of those iron slabs that are stored in the scriptorium.
Do you think we could acquire such a slab to assure that the words uttered at my judgment are in accordance with the maiden's teachings?
Certainly, Sebastian. Additionally, equipment to ignite the beacon is to be found close by. And some iron dust to sprinkle on the remains should be taken as well. These seem to be all the things. Let's get them swiftly.
Why not?
And you're still certain that you want to do this? You know you'll always have a place at my side, Sebastian.
That is very kind, my lord. But I've made my peace with the maiden. Now I just want to bask in her glory.
And I thought I knew your type.
Type, my lord?
I didn't expect that you'd long for the embrace of a centuries-old burn victim.
It is funny you should speak to my preferences in these matters, my lord.
Funny? How?
Didn't your last affair involve a courtier that arguably was a cousin of yours?
Ah, yes, I always struggled to untangle the intricacies of my family tree.
I disobey no one.
Know how to.
I believe it would be much easier to enter the scriptorium in the guise of one of these acolytes.
Maybe killing all of them before achieving just that is not the best idea then.
Look at all these books. One could be reminded of the time when we broke into Louis XIV's library.
Yes, my lord. Even in death, my back still hurts when I think about carrying all those books out of there.
Well, good reading comes to price, doesn't it?
My lord, you never actually read one of them.
Who'd have thought they'd all be in French? Darned language nobody can make sense of. If we'd known Gael at the time, she could have translated them for us.
I admit I would have liked to take a peek at these books.
Let's see. What does it say? Iron, fire, burning of the maiden, the voice of the flame, judgment. Again, I'm certain I could muster up words of much greater sacrosanctity.
Have you ever given a eulogy before, my lord?
Sebastian, surely you haven't forgotten the speech I gave at my Uncle Richard's funeral?
That was a eulogy? Oh, I was under the impression that you were attempting to open the buffet.
That was a beneficial side effect, I admit. Even in death, Uncle Richard was stingy with the food. They're all but
your command.
to see the world with different eyes. My vision blurs the past and the future. This is the dust. Now, what would one do with a bag of weighty dirt at a funeral?
Sprinkling the iron dust of the maiden on the burning pyre symbolizes her willingness to burn alongside us.
Does the procedure require the entire bag?
Yes, my lord. And you may not have 1 ounce for that pipe of yours.
So work hard and serve her diligently.
These are the matchsticks? An odd thing to be considered sanctified.
They burn with the smallest essence of Maiden's fire, and are practically inextinguishable.
Ah, we could have used such a thing in those oversized tombs in Giza.
We had our torches, my lord, until you decided to start a ruckus with the local fauna.
These spitting monsters! To think that they ride them around like mere horses.
I think we have all the things required.
Yes, it seems so. Well then, no more time to waste, I suppose. Let us start the ritual. Here we are.
Indeed we are. My lord?
Yes.
Well, there was that...
Oh, please. Yeah, I wanted to say...
Yes, my...
never mind.
I am, my lord.
Dearest maiden, bringer of... Hear me, and light... You who have walked this... I, Pincus von Presswald, bring you Sebastian. He asks you to relieve him of his burden. He is ready to be judged. You shall now speak.
I, Sebastian Hapard, give my... And should I be found wanting, let...
Sebastian, is it... Are you... Ah, I see. I have at times, if not always, failed. You were without doubt. Today I lay to rest no servant, but my dearest friend, whose memory would be any pirate, and I count myself among the richest.
Thank you.
Sebastian, you're back.
No, my lord. It takes a while to...
Ah, I see.
For what it is worth, my lord. But it is time now, my friend.
Yours too, Sebastian. Oh.
He's gone, Quartermaster. Truly, this time.
I understand. I suppose we ought to leave this place, then.
I like
Oh, these travels are so unbecoming to me. Yes. I suppose I ought to visit that mirror again. Smoking right.
Pincus? The mirror is ready for you.
I assumed it would be. Well, my reflecting...
If you wish to, I can stabilize...
Ah, I thank you, Marley. But for today, my personal... That said, if you...
You, the one the abomination calls Navigator, I wish to speak with you.
What do we have here? Well, well. Still clinging on Inquisitor?
The ship's soul has retreated for now. I know every curse.
Aye. And I've had a hand in...
The nerve. You stumbled into a scheme.
Save your frustration. You'll need it.
Confident for someone who...
I never cared to ask.
Lies. You already...
I've had my fill of it.
What will it be, Navigator?
The cursed make their own destiny.
Signora.
Ah, good. I need a distraction right now. No second thoughts, eh?
So what's the stout done this time?
I could do with some
There
music.
are
Ah, Signora.
Let's not talk about...
You're
I'm getting rather annoyed at the... You wouldn't know where to find...
all you need.
No second thought. This is... feels different. How far down is this hold?
Bigger secrets are buried deeper. A word of caution. We are entering dangerous waters. Not even I can fully shield us from the Marley's gaze here. Best do our business quickly, huh?
Aye.
Why can I only unleash recent memories?
Because I made it.
But why? I could do so much more.
I've seen where
I am not human, Captain.
You are where it counts. I never wanted a tool or a weapon. I wanted a partner. A soul who...
These are getting more personal.
Indeed. One might think we are on the brink of major discovery.
As if you don't already know.
Contrary to popular belief, I do not know everything. Playing cards would be terribly boring otherwise.
I'll be there soon. That memory over there, it's different.
Let us hope this is it. The Marley's awareness is closing in.
Always move forward. From here to there.
Captain, what is this?
A creature from the deepest below.
I can sense...
When I found it on that forgotten island, I almost lost myself. Enough to infuse it.
It's me.
Aye, Marley. You've inherited one of the most... the power of the Time Soul.
Senora, the Marley is about to notice us.
I hid it, Marley. I hid it with a It's still...
Senora.
Should I ever draw my last, you must find it.
Forgive me.
Reaper's teeth, an ancient soul.
Indeed. The Time Soul can manipulate a funding, even the Marley's power.
No wonder Ignatia is after it. I need to digest.
Don't mention it.
Navigator, is something the matter? You seem stressed.
Everything's fine, Marley. Just planning our next move. I just need a little more time to prepare.
Let fate be our judge. Dicho y hecho. Pincus.
And thus the canopy is...
Writings.
Ah, yes. Sometimes when there is... Recently, I've been struggling.
Retornation?
Great minds are not content with only writing words.
Pincus?
Of course.
Unfortunately, yes.
Fortunate indeed.
Cut it down to 1.
I get full publishing rights to whatever...
By all means. Now come.
And I need you to...
Still behind the...
You remembered where I store it?
How could I...
Our supply of rum has disappeared.
Please, I abhor the unrefined stuff.
Let's get a better view. Of all the places to hide quill and paper. A sharp tool behind a sharp fish. Doesn't that make sense, Teresa? Back to Pincus. Change in position. Here they are.
And so, my...
Assistant?
Let's not get hung up.
There is a skeleton.
Again, my remarkable... Ha!
Don't get too ahead. The victim drank strong soul.
Ha! Allegedly poison. Yeah? The burdens of nobility. Whom will I taste this time? Oh, that is quite quibbling.
Now.
Yes, yes. I just...
Pincus is taking you...
Just one ominous occasion.
Pincus!
While the hero lies on...
You haven't taken a breath in 30 years.
That would make... I must say, without your heat...
You're welcome.
A single tear.
I don't have a...
Ah, yes. It's easy to... Right. Ah, yes. Unfortunately, if there weren't ongoing...
Look at that. Don't get my mitts on something like... So what's that?
Approach.
So, lady, how'd you like... It's a rare thing, eh? No, can't let old look at it this way.
Oh, Is that... Dreadvine's... It's the Dreadvine. Ugh. I have to talk to the Dreadvine.
And what's the history?
None of anyone's business is what it is. How in Blackbeard's name did he know?
The mirror is the only way to find treasure.
Fine, fine. Set a course. I'm gonna get back.
I like it.
Where to, navigator?
Here we are, so lady. The stage is yours.
Yeah, all right. Here it goes. Hey, Dread, it's me, Lady. Can we talk?
Well, well, my disloyal student returns for a chat.
Hey, I've come to make peace. Bury the hatchet. What do you say?
Ha! Have you lost a bet?
Yeah, you know, something of that sort, yeah. You want to talk or not?
Sadly, I am massively preoccupied at the moment.
Wait, what's this? What are the zealots doing to you?
A purging ritual. I might have underestimated their tenacity.
Those rods, they're poisoning your soul.
Astute observation. Perhaps the years I spent teaching you have not been for nothing. Now, please, leave me be, so I can fight for my life.
You dumb brute. We're gonna help, okay? Find us a landing, Afia.
I'm ready.
To the harbor! Come on!
I like the taste of it.
Bury the hatchet, eh? What did you do?
I came here decades ago, before I was on the Marley. I wanted Dredd to teach me the mysteries of the soul, and got him to say yes. But I had to promise him I'd stay on his island until he taught me all he knew.
Indeed. A promise that was swiftly betrayed after only a few short years.
Hey, I had no idea it would take me centuries to learn it all.
Well, perhaps you should have thought about that sooner.
Is that?
Oh, this was leaves are itching.
Opportunity cost.
Souls from the ground.
Anybody seen my servants?
All right, easy fix.
You know, I first saw you as a nuisance. A little shrub that didn't know its place. Then I recognized your potential. That hunger for knowledge, that so rivaled my own. I took a chance on you, and you surpassed even my highest expectations. Only for you to leave, before your studies were complete.
I can't stay here for centuries. I learn best when I'm out there getting my hands dirty and all.
I suppose we will see the worth of your field experience soon.
Working on it.
My qualities are needed.
What are you seeing there? You gotta tell me later.
Far be it from me to hurry you, but I can feel the scorching poison spread.
Come on, Dredd. It could take a little more than that.
He's right, Ship Doctor. I can feel it. He's on his last routes.
Nah, I'll fix him up. I'll show him what experience in the world can teach him. Standing around, catching light. They grow from the soul.
Well, I prefer
Working
a
on
more
it.
cozy hiding spot.
Closing
but it
in
will
on
have
our
to do,
objective.
so lady.
We are closing in on the roots. I can sense the Dread Vine's soul fading.
Dredd, what are you doing?
Currently, trying not to die. Thank you.
I have to examine the root they poisoned. Get me there and make sure I have some privacy. Watch me go. What do we have? Iron scorchings, caustic inscription. Dredd?
His soul is barely there.
No, it hasn't. Not while I'm here.
So, lady, snap out of it.
Screw it. I'm gonna do a soul graft. Heal him from the inside. You listening, Dredd? Soul to soul, root to root. Let's do it.
What's happening?
Our soul meets centuries of solitude, finds the withered root cleansed. Crap! I've stopped the worst of it, but I've...
Come closer.
Stay away.
What in Blackbeard's name is happening?
Offshoots of Dread's soul. Extreme emotions growing as plants and fruit.
They have appeared all across the island.
We have to start curing them to stabilize Dread.
Your fleshy bits seem a bit pale, ship doctor.
I'm fine. We have to fix Dread.
So what's it like joining souls with the Dreadvine?
Like you're a drop falling into an ocean? I had to fight all the way to keep myself together. I loosened a few bad thoughts in there. Yeah, looked like they were festering for years. Bet that's what we're dealing with right now.
Closer. Twist and crack and crunch. Blood. Give me blood.
Well, well, the bush has an attitude.
It's pure manifested anger. It wants to kill something.
Will one of the zealots do?
Yeah, that might calm it down. Let's give it one of the fire thralls, alive or dead.
The Dreadvine has produced countless horrors.
No, not her!
Away! Away! Do not touch me! Stay away from me!
The green fruit seems scared.
Fear and rejection bottled up tight. That thing needs a release.
So we do what? Give it a good scare?
Yeah, let's poke it a bit.
Shake it! Shake
Hey, is that my black root tobacco?
Don't think about it. The plant is mad, like all corruption. No! No!
It didn't burst. Let's see what happens if a zealot walks by.
Kill! 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 Yes!
That should do the trick.
That's one emotional outburst vented.
So lady.
Diligence.
Good, it's working. Let's find the next one.
Have to say, curing a big plant is not what I expected.
Too strange for your taste, huh? Look into the secret of the soul. Things only can get stranger. We still know so little about soul energy, the curse, and what makes us what we are. Dread has answers. Things not even those big heads at Soulspire know about. He put me on the right track.
Kill something.
Interesting choice, Marley.
Kill something. Yes, blood. Oh, I needed that.
Objective complete.
So, lady, is that you?
Yeah, I'm here, Dread.
Good. My tobacco.
You've made quite the mess of my soul.
Desperate times, huh? Thought I'd lost you for a minute there.
Oh my. And here I suspected you wouldn't even care.
Of course I care, you dumb old root. You're the best teacher I ever had.
And yet you broke your promise. You left.
Oh, crap. He's destabilizing again. Next plan.
Time is moving fast.
Oh, where is she? Crunchy bones. Ah, good.
Objective complete.
Come on, Dread. Talk to me.
I'm amazed I can still think. What method is there to your madness?
I'm improvising.
Improvise. Ah, where did you pick up such reckless behavior?
Out there, Dread. Out on the ocean where you meet new things every day. Now stop complaining, huh? I'm trying to save you here.
Hey, when you treat the crew, how often are you improvising?
Oh, hush. Next plan.
I need you.
Ah, such a...
Fantastic. Yes, slice.
Aha! That should do it. How do you feel, Dread?
It appears my soul has stabilized. Impressive, considering your barbaric methods.
Hey, now, half of that were things you taught me.
Well, yes, I admit. I am glad you pulled me from the... Oh!
Hey, what's happening?
The Grand Rectificator. He has started the ritual. I can't... Ah!
Dread! Damn it, not like this!
We have to stop that ritual right now.
It's been a while.
Such a feeble mind.
All right, easy fix.
The Dreadvine's soul is weakening with alarming speed.
Hold out, Dread! We're coming!
The ritual has ceased.
Good riddance. Now get me to that annoying skull quickly. Treatment's ready. I'm here, Dread. Don't you die on me now. Dread? You there? I'm sorry, Dread. I'm sorry I left like I did. You're a prick sometimes, but you're also my friend and the best teacher I ever had. I'm not gonna lose. Now, come on, Dread. Please.
Suredim.
Oh, Dread. You're alive. How do you feel?
Still a little groggy.
Yeah, never thought I...
You know, I waited since I thought I'd fight.
I'm not like you, Dread. I can't grow. Just never had the guts to tell you.
Then why did you
I don't know. Didn't want to lose my chance, I guess.
I realize. What do you say?
Yeah, aye to that.
Good. Now I suggest. And if it isn't too much to ask, just do stop by sometimes, will you? Nothing beats good old-fashioned.
Will do, Dread. I promise. Woo! All right. All in all, I'd say that went better than expected.
Aw, that was so sweet.
Ugh, let's get out of here before I punch you. Let me just take note.
Likely a poor choice. I think we earned ourselves a few cups after that.
Oof! That went better than I thought. Hope that mirror hasn't got any more ideas. All right, easy fix.
You ready to face them?
Aye, let's do it.
Approach the mirror.
I did what you asked, Mordecai. Wasn't easy, but I get it now. That thing with Dread, you knew I kept that buried. I did wrong by Dread. He opened up, but it feels good. There. Now, drop by sickbay if you fancy.
Hey, Marley. I have something to discuss with you. Can we talk?
At your leisure, Navigator.
Grand Duke, I.
What do you have for me?
I think it's time we talk.
I don't follow.
I know about the Time Soul, Marley. And I know what you intend to do with it.
You were in my...
Mordecai told me to. A secret message back in the Riddle Hole. His words were clear. He wants you...
I know very well.
Do you? Because when...
Careful now, Navigator.
You intend to use the Time Soul. You're going against...
Listen well, Aethia Manicato. You presume to speak for the captain. I know better than...
Think about the clues he left us. The relics. Put there to remind you when you should not use your power. The mirror. which makes the crew come to terms with their past. He's preparing us. Because if anyone uses the Time Soul, something terrible...
Enough. Your concern is noted.
I'm not giving up yet, Marley.
As you will, Navigator. Now please, leave me be.
Fine. Take your time. We'll continue this at a later date. Well, not like I expected this to be easy. Back to business it is. I like it already. A sword through the heart.
What can I do you for? Hey, a fee.
My.
I gotta have new insights. Here, hold this.
What is it? Oh!
How's that feel?
Everything's...
Oh, sorry, wrong plan.
Oh, what is this? Is this... Am I the Marley?
You're connected. This little vine can let two beings share their experiences. The Marley volunteered.
I'll hand it to you.
Got the idea out on our little adventure with Dread. Most humans couldn't take it, especially with someone like the...
But you took the plunge anyway.
Guess I do like the... You know, when I first woke up, I figured out parts of it, but Dread taught me how to really look. I've made a decision. I'm gonna come back here.
Sounds like a plan. Well, well.
You're here to serve, I presume. There he was.
I'm sorry, I did...
Ah, the current chapter.
Well, well.
Oh, yes, he was a... I don't think I would have managed to get...
He has earned a...
Well, Sebastian was already in... so I thought I'd go... Speaking of... After he had fought, which rendered these books... But the adventure...
Now we're getting somewhere.
The White Crow stands ready. I see where this is going. Pinkos?
Ah, Teresa, you have returned. There we were, in this... Ah, no,
I don't say...
Another moment. One that bore the...
Pete and the Nameless One. Have you...
yeah.
I'll show it. I'll get back to you. Once more onto the breach. Estelle. Do you think you... No, it's enough. I'm glad. Through the flame. The myth-enshrouded stash of Pete and the Nameless. It was only a question of time until my work led me here. Let the investigation commence. Judgment is at hand. Another as far as I... just normal... Let fate be our judge. Footprints. All of them... Change in position. That smell. Either the poison... Well, if... that... I'll take... I see where this is going. Was this the wooded serpent? This... It's done. I think I've found all there is to find here. The culprit seems clear. One thing doesn't, however. Why is there only one victim? If one of the main barrels is poisoned, surely there should be more. I'll take my time and prepare my case. Then we will see justice served. I've seen it happen.
Oh, finally.
Unfortunately, this mere...
Can't we just look through the hole in my belly? Well,
Gael, I remember. Yeah, Toyo. You know, I think.
how would you dared reading my letters, Mordecai? Return from the dead to the undead, and I will make
Canoness, the method...
the Kota. Secrets? Yes. It is Uncle Am. I hid some of my belongings. Straight to the point.